the man who turned empathy into action, the one and only Sonu Sood sir. ఒకసారి గట్టిగా చప్పలతో వారిని స్టేజ్ పైకి సాదరంగా ఆహ్వానిస్తున్నానండి. Sir, can we have you on the stage? ఇంకా గట్టిగా చప్పట్లండి. I request you all, let us all rise in respect in welcoming such a great human. గట్టిగా చప్పట్లతో ఒక్కసారి లేచి నిల్చుని స్టాండింగ్ ఓవేషన్ ఇస్తూ వారికి వెల్కమ్ చెప్తామండి. బికాస్ లైఫ్ వర్ నాట్ జస్ట్ హెల్ప్ అండి, దే వర్ రీబిల్ట్. డ్రీమ్స్ వర్ నాట్ జస్ట్ సపోర్టెడ్, దే వర్ రిస్టోర్డ్. ఎన్ని జీవితాలకు ఎంత చేశారో, ఎంత చేస్తున్నారో, ఇప్పటికీ కూడా ఎక్కడో ఎవరికో ఒకరి హోప్. ఎవరు ప్రపంచంలో ఎవరు నాకు ఏ మూల సాయం దొరకకపోయినా ఒక్క చోట దొరుకుతుంది. ఒక్క చోట మాత్రం నో అన్న పదం నాకు వినిపించదు. దట్ ఈజ్ అవర్ సోను సూద్. ये तो सोना है यार, ఒరిజినల్ సోనా है. 6.5 feet సోనా అయినా గట్టిగా చప్పలతో వారికి వెల్కమ్ చెప్తూ వారిని మాట్లాడవలసిందిగా రిక్వెస్ట్ చేస్తున్నాను.
I feel embarrassed now. This was such a beautiful video. In fact, I also saw some visuals when I just started. When I first time faced the camera, there were a few visuals of that. This is very, very special. So Shashi Garu, I'm going to ask for this video from you after this, okay? And all I can say is, Shashi Garu, you want to come on stage, please? Harshita also can come. Harshita, please. Yeah. Thank you. Anyone?
Harshita, our co-founder of Ashya Foods and our founder, Shashidhar Reddy Garu.
These two personalities who are standing beside me, they are really, I would say, the real rock stars. Before I could speak about my journey in, Telugu industry or whatever I've done. So I feel blessed, and I think everything that I've done so far brings me across such noble souls. And I remember when the first time I had met Shashi Garu and Harshita, all I knew was these are the people who are going to be my family for many more years to come. Not only for this journey, but many more new journeys. We'll keep on bringing smiles. And in fact, thank you so much for educating me on, pepper, chili. Haldi comes from Black Dagong. So that was my, new things to my notebook. So, and when I asked them about, how are we going to source all those things and make sure that they reach the right kitchens, the right families, all I could hear from them was a pure dedication for making sure that every kitchen in this country gets the right, chilies right, pepper, everything. And from that too, from the original sources where they actually belong, which is, I don't know whether we have so many products in the market and no one ever thought about it. I have never thought about. We always think about, what brand of shoes I'm going to wear, what brand of perfume I'm going to use, what clothes we want to buy. We are so picky about everything, but we have never thought how we should get all these right ingredients for our kitchens, which we are going to consume every single day. And we never thought about it. So this was our first discussion, how it started. And this is our campaign, which you'll see after a few minutes, how Ashya Foods is going to get introduced to you. But all I can say is that this soil of Telugu, industry Telugu family is my soil. Though I am born in Punjab, but there was some connection that always brought me here. I started my career from South industry, and whatever I've learned from cinema, I'm an engineer. I'm not a professionally trained actor, but whatever I've learned from Telugu industry. So thank you so much for giving me all the love. And when I used to come here for my movies and I used to get some Bollywood offers, but still I would choose Tollywood cinema, and my friends used to say, yaar, language to aapki Hindi hai, lekin aap, वहाँ पे क्यों prefer करते हो? I said the kind of love that I get from there, there's no comparison. So obviously this will be my first home always. The connections that I've built here, and the most special phases of my career have been from this soil. So this is going to be very, very special. And yes, The COVID journey was not only a life-changing experience for me, but I think for my family also. Sometimes, you know, God chooses you to do right things in life. We always run behind our targets that, you know, I want to be a part of a 500 crore blockbuster or a 1,000 crore blockbuster. But I promise you, I always say that, you know, bringing a smile on an unknown face is much more bigger than a 1,000 crore blockbuster movie. So this is what we all should aim at, and I'm glad that this journey, what we have started today, is going to be very, very special. And with Ashya Foods, they're my family now, and we promise you that we will deliver you the best ever. And the most precious thing in your kitchen from now on will be the shelf on which Ashya Food lies. Thank you so much for this. Yeah, thank you so much. Huh? You play? So, are we all excited to see the